What's going on? We are officially live. And with every time I do one of these, it's always one of those things. It's a waiting game. You have to wait for people to come in. Actually, wow, right away I got a thumbs up. Thank you to whoever thumbs it up. Cheers to you. I am drinking a Two Roads Little Heaven Session IPA. There's so many different things like all over this road less traveled. One hell of a heavenly brew. All these different crushable Indian Pale Ale. Yeah. Awesome. It's actually very good. It's only 4.8. Again, it's a session, but I definitely enjoy the heck out of this one. But so yeah, what's everybody up to tonight? I'm gonna watch a couple movies. That's what's on my agenda. I'm going to first off pop in from the Warner Archive collection, The Green Slime, which is actually from Kinji Fukazaku, who directed Battle Royale, and his last film was Battle Royale 2. But he did a bunch of the Arrow Video. Or a bunch of movies that Arrow Video just recently released. Battles for Humanity, Doberman Cop, which I really enjoyed. That one with Sonny Chiba. There's a few other ones that I would love to see Arrow Video release. But this right here, Warner Archive, is an old kind of creature feature, sci-fi, horror elements in there. I remember watching this a long time ago when I was like a kid and only remember seeing parts of it. But looking forward to revisiting it. So I think that's actually pretty cool that the same director that did Battle Royale did this. He's spanned, you know, decades, so pretty cool. I'll be checking that out, and then afterwards, I plan on just chilling in and relaxing up. I'm super tired today. Got hat hair. Watching Valerian. I was gonna watch it the other night, but I didn't get around to it. It's a little bit of a longer movie. I think, yeah, a little bit over 2 hours. But I love that kind of reflective, foily slipcover for this release. Is the 4K Ultra HD release from Lionsgate. But, yeah, let me know what you guys are watching tonight. Cheers from Des Moines says, A Band Apart. What's going on? I'm drinking Crown. Hey, that's a good choice right there, Crown 7. Dog Soldier. Absolutely love Dog Soldier. It's probably my favorite modern werewolf movie. Well, I don't really... American Werewolf in London is my all-time favorite werewolf movie. Dog Soldier would be a close number 2. Scrolling with the homies. Yes, thank you. What's going on? Nicholas R. Jeff Overring. How are you guys doing tonight? What are you guys watching? You guys gonna watch anything tonight? What's up, Edwin G? Cheers. Nice happy session fest right there. But yeah, I'm gonna pop into those couple movies. I saw the new poster artwork for the new Deadpool 2. There's like a little promo, like a Bob Ross promo, which I thought was kind of funny. But I like the poster artwork, the Thanksgiving poster artwork for it. So I'm very excited for Cable. Cable was my favorite comic book character growing up as a kid. It's kind of a Terminator ripoff, but I love New Mutants. I loved Rob Liefeld during that whole time. And then when everybody, you know, there was X-Force, but then everybody went over to Image, all the big famous artists. Yeah, Get Out. I don't see Get Out as a comedy at all. That's kind of crazy to me. Yeah, I mean, I think it was a very well done movie. I kind of wanted a little bit more from the ending, but I think it lived up to the hype for what it was. I enjoyed it. Some very smart writing and covering, you know, important topics of the current society. Currently watching Bloodfather. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed Bloodfather. Bloodfather and Get the Gringo are two of recent Mel Gibson movies where he acted in them. And I think they're both underrated movies. Very good suspenseful movies and great performances from Mel Gibson in Bloodfather and Get the Gringo. I would definitely recommend checking out both of those ones. Yes, excuse me. I'm watching. I watched Atomic Blonde recently myself, and I will be doing a giveaway for Atomic Blonde. Ended up getting a couple copies of it, so it's time to give back. Yeah, I'm gonna post a. I don't know if I should do. Let me know what your guys' opinion. I'm gonna set the giveaway up like I normally do to kind of like promote another video. Should I do an unboxing video of the 4K of the Atomic Blonde, or should I just do like a Blu-ray update with Atomic Blonde in there and then do the giveaway? Let me know what you think on that. I think there's already been a bunch of people who've done full unboxings of Atomic Blonde 4K and the Steelbook and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know if you guys want to see another video of that. You know, I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was. I think I prefer. See, I think it's from the same director as John Wick. I think John Wick is a little bit more stylized. But I think Atomic Blonde had more of a story, a plot, you know. But again, the action definitely pushes the plot. Justice League. Cool. Yeah, I don't know if I'm too... I don't know. I like Martian Manhunter and Hawkman. They're not in this Justice League, so... Atomic Blonde was quite boring except for one long action sequence. I disagree. I thought it was pretty enjoyable. I lived in Germany. I moved out of Germany. I lived there for 4.5 years in Frankfurt, but I moved the year before the wall came down. I was a little kid. So I was intrigued by that part, the Cold War spy aspect. I think was very interesting. I think they could have done a little bit more with it, and I think they, toned down the action sequences a little bit more would have been better for me. Yeah, some of the action sequences it just seemed like it was forcing the plot. It was pushing the plot instead of the other way around. You just got Kingsman: The Secret Service tonight. Yeah, let me know what you think about it. What's good on Netflix for horrors? Honestly, I haven't checked out the horror selection a little bit, but I know The Void was on there. I thought that was excellent. I believe was it Hard? Was the one with Ethan Embry? Not Hard Candy, Hard something. But it was kind of like a heavy metal horror movie. I can't think of the name. Devil's Candy. There you go. Devil's Candy. Bedeviled's on there as well. I know that. At least it was last time I checked. Those are all really good ones. I like The Babysitter on there, which was, I think, a Netflix original on there. Only recently saw Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. Yeah, no, yeah. The only reason to really watch that again is for, was the Garbage Day, and it's cheesy, but yeah, like a good portion of that movie is flashbacks from the original. It was ridiculous. What do you think of the 4K restoration of Night of the Living Dead coming to Criterion along with Silence of the Lambs? I think it's amazing. I think it's long overdue. You know, it was in public domain for so long, and there were so many terrible editions of it released. I still think the best edition out there was the old, the red case. I think it was a Millennial edition. Is that what it was for Night of the Living Dead? So I'm excited for that. Very looking forward to it. It had some new special features on there too. I think they recorded a new interview with Romero before he passed. Yeah, Night School. I love Night School. Absolutely. I picked up the Blu-ray for that recently. I think that's a very underrated slasher movie. I talked about it in a video recently, in fact. That's one I've always enjoyed. As another great release from Warner Archive Collection. The Warner Archive Collection has put out a ton of good stuff recently. Yeah, I just talked about the Deadpool 2. Was that the one with the Bob Ross promo kind of thing? Yeah, I'm looking forward to Deadpool 2. Main reason for is Cable, because again, Cable was my favorite comic book character growing up as a kid. Really loved the New Mutants comics, and the whole tie-in with Cyclops and the Sun and X-Force. I would love to see. I think he signed on for 3-movie deal, so I would love to see him get do Deadpool 2, do X-Force, New Mutants, do a Cable standalone movie too. I would love that. I think he's a character that definitely deserves it. Again, even though he is a ripoff of the Terminator, he's still awesome. Yeah, they delayed it. Yeah, I know. They actually just, I think, I got an email the other day about it, that it's finally confirmed the actual release date now. I am drinking, I said it in the beginning, it's Two Roads, Little Heaven Session IPA right there. Pretty delicious. I like Session. My favorite Session beer ever they stopped making. It was a Stone Brewery one. So good. I can't remember the name of that Stone Brewery one now. Levitation Ale, there you go. The Hidden was also another really good one that they released on Warner Archive Collection. Another one is Innocent Blood, which I think is super underrated. I think Warner Archive has put out a lot of great films recently, especially horror films. Yeah, yeah. Kevin Nash actually. Yeah, Kevin Nash would be decent too. That's not a bad choice. I can't remember who. Ron Perlman was another choice that I think would have been good. Yeah, I like Final Girls. I have that somewhere. Yeah, right there on my horror Blu-ray shelf. And well, it's possible. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys kind of a complete overview, collection overview, because I always seem to do that. Wait. What's the most you'd pay for a single movie? What's the most you have to date? Nowadays, I'm a little bit more thrifty when it comes to those things. Back in the day, I spent a little bit more lavishly. So, I don't know what's I think the most expensive one I ever paid for was this right here, which is the Suspiria Deep Red Heat Box. It's a Japanese edition. Now that it's cold, it might not work as much, but I've shown this before in videos, like mostly like the live videos. But you put some heat on it, and it reveals an image underneath. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work as well now just because it's so cold here in New Jersey. But before, just touching it, you would it would reveal images underneath, like drawings and stuff. So this is very rare. I've only seen like one other person on here have this edition, but it's really awesome and I love it. And I'm trying to remember how much I paid for it. It was a lot. It was over $100. I know that. I don't know. There's a few like signed edition ones, like the Sleepaway Camp, that was expensive. I got a that from another collector who went to conventions. But for like a standalone regular one, I think I spent a lot back in the day on the Wonder Years DVD. It was like the holiday episodes at the time. That was like the only like legitimate release. So I spent a lot on that. Besides those, I don't think I've ever really spent too much. I did get the Twilight Time Blob signed one. I think that was maybe, I don't know how much that was now, but I don't know. I haven't spent too much. I've seen some people spend like, you know, hundreds and over 100. I don't do that anymore. That's too crazy for me. Unless it's like signed, then by somebody who's, you know, hard to get or something like that, then I can understand it. But yeah, no, I luckily, like, where was it? I can't remember where the heck it is now, but the Dead Alive Blu-ray, which I have over here somewhere. I don't know where the heck it is now, but I want to say it's over here. I can never find. I gotta organize everything. Everything's so. Oh, here it is right there. The Dead Alive Blu-ray, which goes for ridiculous money. I got this when it first came out, and it was like, I don't know. I think I got it for maybe like $5 or something like that. But then I've been able to find those ones on like different like Craigslist and other like 5 Mile, Let Go, OfferUp, or different like apps that you can find people selling stuff, and I found them for dirt cheap. So luckily I've never really had to purchase anything for expensive in recent years. What other movies do you want to see released on Criterion and Arrow? I gotta actually update that. I had a whole list for a video topic I wanted to do for movies I want to see get a Criterion collection release. I really wanted to see them do, I don't know if they can do Peeping Tom. I think they might have lost the rights for that one. What's the Knights of, it was the Fellini film. I can't remember the last part of it right now, but I wish that would get, they have DVD releases, but I want to see them get Blu-ray releases. Knights of, I can't remember how to say it now. No, I did not buy the Romero box set from Arrow. I want to, but it depends on the price point. I think it goes for like $65 or something. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it for that much right now. I would like to see. I mean, I actually prefer the remake of The Crazies over the original, and the other ones I haven't seen in that set. That's a 3-film set. It's a cool Suspiria set. Yeah, I've got some good Blood Pack sets as well. I've got a few of the Blood Pack ones. I wish they would do more Blu-ray Blood Pack ones. There's a few Germany released ones where it's like the kind of like a slipcover of it. I do have this Close Encounters light up 4K set right here, which you just press. So I think that's pretty awesome. From like the climax of the movie. So yeah, I've got a few different ones. Whole lot scrolling through. Did you find it hard to keep your channel PG rated? I actually can't imagine you swearing. I think, you know, it's funny you say that, Movie Matt, because I remember a while ago, I got somebody actually sent me like a donation, like, for having such a great clean channel, you know, all these years, and I was like, oh, thank you so much. And then I remember I was hanging out with this girl, and the Polish chick, and I did a live stream, a couple live stream videos with her, and I think we had been drinking, and it was, yeah, I cursed a few times, and people were like shocked, and I got like all these negative comments like, don't do any more videos with her, blah blah blah, she's a bad influence, you know. I'm like, whoa. I try to, you know, keep it clean. In general, I don't really curse that much unless I have a couple drinks in me. But again, I don't really drink that frequently anymore, so but yeah, I mean, it's not that difficult. I don't know. I feel like I watch some people's channels and I feel like they just swear needlessly. Like it just seems like they're trying to do it to be cool. I don't know. But yeah, I sold my Dead Alive Blu-ray for $30. You could have gotten way more than that. I don't know when you sold it though. That depends on that too. But I've seen the Dead Alive Blu-ray sell for over $100 before, so there's that. I mean, even the DVD I think still sells for like 25 bucks around there. How many films have you watched this year? I don't keep track, but I would say probably somewhere around that. Maybe we're around like 300 if I had to take a shot in the dark. There's days where I'll watch 3 movies. There's days that I'll watch 0 movies, so it really depends. Did you pick up the last Canadian? No, I did not. I have never seen that one. I do want to see it. What's up, Hanoi Ride? How are you? You're right when you said Blu-rays light years behind DVD when it comes to special releases. Oh yeah, I do remember that From Dusk Till Dawn set. That was actually a really cool set. Yeah, no, there's still so many great DVD editions. Blu-ray's got a couple cool editions out there for sure, but there's just been so many better, way cooler, like limited edition sets for DVD. So yeah, there's a long way to go for that. There's so many different like ways they get, especially the blood packs. I definitely want to see more of the blood packs. Oh yeah, you definitely could have gotten way more, Jeff Overring, for your Dead Alive Blu-ray. Getting the Thing Arrow box set, I really want it. There's somebody that I know is selling the Arrow video, like the box set signed by John Carpenter. I think they want like 140 bucks for it. I'm really tempted because, you know, John Carpenter, he's getting a little bit older in age, and you know, I know he's touring a lot, so he does sign a lot. But who knows? And I do see the regular Thing Arrow. I saw people were selling it for like 40 bucks. So even though it's out of print, it still is relatively inexpensive. But I think if I'm gonna get it, I might get that guy, the one that he's selling. Favorite nude scenes. What was the one? Wild Things. That was a good one. I don't know. I never really sat down to think about that. There's probably some really epic ones. I'd have to really put some thought into that one. But was it Phoebe Cates? Yeah. But I don't know. There was. I'm trying to think of off the top of my head. Oh, you know what was a really good one? There's some good nude scenes in Hostel 2, the My Bloody Valentine remake. There's a lot of really good ones. That's actually a good topic for a video. It's a video that I'm sure that would get my ads demonetized for, but who cares? I think that'd be a really fun video idea, Noah Casser, so I might actually do a video on that if I can remember. I think a lot of profanity just becomes a bad habit for people, or a bad habit, I think, yeah. Boston people talk well, at least people portray Boston. Yeah, no, absolutely, I can understand that. But I think those are what's portrayed in those kind of movies are usually like the crime element, as far as the Departed and all that kind of criminal activity stuff, the negative side, I guess you could say. Nice, Edwin G. Yeah, no, there's so many great Criterion Collection releases coming out. I definitely plan to pick up the Night of the Living Dead for sure. Yeah, Phoebe Cates, so stunning. I wish she was in movies still. Where did you get the 30 Days of Night blood pack and what country? It's from Spain, and I got it on eBay like 7 years ago. The one in Need for Speed is pretty good, even though that movie's not very good. I've never seen Need for Speed, so I need to check that one out, I guess. What about the Hatchet nude scene? Honestly, I don't remember off the top of my head for that one. Oh, but I do remember Hatchet 2 had like the lovemaking scene in that one, the sex scene, whatever you want to call it. That was like, Hatchet 2 for me was my least favorite of the trilogy thus far, although they're coming out the 4th one, Victor Crowley. But the kill during the sex scene was epic. They had 2 epic, like all-time classic kill scenes in Hatchet 2 for me. I'm with you on your comments. Yeah, I know people say swearing is a sign of intelligence. But I think it shows greater intelligence. Yeah, I completely agree with that. I often feel like I see comedians. I love stand-up comedy. I go to a lot of stand-up comedy shows and watch a lot of stand-up comedy specials. And it just seems like a lot of times they're just doing it to either be cool or shock value. And I just feel like that's cheap to me. I feel like the same thing with horror movies and jump scares. It's cheap scares. It's cheap thrills, cheap entertainment. I do have some those Christmas Hallmark movies for sale still. If you're interested, shoot me an offer. I think I have, was it 4 of them? 5? I can't remember how many there are now, but they're all those Christmas ones. I actually have a few other Christmas movies that aren't Hallmark, but they're in the same line of those kinds of movies that I'm going to have for sale too, because I don't know, I just don't have the room, and I gotta, obviously trim down the collection. It's always an ebb and flow. I get stuff in, I'm trying to get rid of stuff. I've never seen Private School, so I should look that up for sure. Do you think they should make another Wrong Turn movie? I heard they are making another Wrong Turn movie, so I think they've... I mean, I actually liked the last one. I think it was better than a lot of the other ones in the franchise, so I think they definitely need... It's a franchise that has an audience, so I think they could actually, if they put a little bit better, a little bit more money into the makeup and effects, I think they can do it justice. Like, was the fourth one had the snowy setting, and I love horror movies with the snowy setting, but I thought that movie was garbage. And it just seems like the masks, it seems like Halloween masks that they're wearing, so they need to put more of a budget into that. Favorite Romero movie? That is a tough one. I think I would have to go with Dawn. Night was one of the first horror movies I ever saw. The original Nightmare on Elm Street, The Exorcist, and Night of the Living Dead were the first 3 horror movies that I saw. I think I was around 7 or 8 years old for all of those. Yes, I have seen Place Beyond the Pines. I absolutely love that one as well, although I think each like storyline, it went like, I love the first storyline. I really enjoyed the second one. The third one, where kind of ties in, was my least favorite of that, but still overall I highly enjoyed it. And I feel like Gosling played the similar character as in Drive when he was in there. I wish that segment would have been longer. Yeah, it's so funny you say that as far as Nicholas R. staying away from Rob Zombie. I do like some Rob Zombie stuff, but I just watched 31 for the first time the other day, and oh my gosh, this movie just was fully unnecessary to me. I was not a fan. I think the best part of this movie was it Doomhead? He was the best part of the movie. As far as the people you're supposed to root for, maybe you're not supposed to root for them, but the people who get trapped and stuff, I could care less about any of those characters. And I don't know, just like I said, when I saw the trailers for this, I put watching this off for so long. It just seemed like it's such a self-indulgent Rob Zombie movie from the trailers, and that's exactly what it is. It's just a very forgettable movie outside of Doomhead, and then was it Shickhead, the little person Nazi guy? So yeah, Nazi clown. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get rid of that movie. So if anybody wants to make me a trade or wants to buy 31 off me, let me know. I was disappointed in that one, but everybody, some people enjoy them. Some people don't, so... Private School also has Phoebe Cates. Okay, cool. Yes, I have seen Prince of Darkness. I do enjoy the heck out of that movie. In fact, I need to get that on Blu-ray. But I want to get it with the slipcover. Have you watched any of the Exorcist TV show? I haven't, but I've heard good things. Yeah, it's funny. I still watch The Walking Dead, but I feel like there's a lot of filler episodes of The Walking Dead lately. And I posted a comment on Facebook. And I was like, oh, sad as death and Walking Dead history. And somebody's like, spoiler alert, MF. I'm like, calm down. It really isn't, because they kill people all the time on that show. And I didn't say who it was. But that person got highly annoyed at me. But I'm like, meh. I think everyone agrees the third storyline falls. Yeah, no, absolutely. I fully agree with that, Hunter. Band Apart checks this. The Chainsaw Brothers were the best, but the movie sucked. Yeah, I see. I didn't like the Chainsaw Brothers. I kind of hated those characters, but for me, Doomhead was awesome. I loved that character a lot. I wish the whole thing was just him, but or at least that he had more of a screen time in it. Did you ever buy a Steelbook that the only reason you bought it was the Steelbook case? I think I might have, and then I felt bad. I think I have done that before. Like, I think the one for Saw 3 was the DVD Steelbook. I wasn't a huge fan of that movie, and I thought the Steelbook was amazing, and I did. And I feel bad. Now it's something that I wouldn't do. But when I bought it years ago, there you go. Going to meet David Bradley from The Strain here in the UK. That's awesome. Very cool. I love The Strain, the TV show. I haven't seen. I've seen like the first 3 episodes of this last season, and I hear this is going to be the last. Like, it's already over now, so I'm super bummed about that. So I have to catch up on the last few episodes. But yeah, that's awesome. I hope you enjoy meeting him. And is that a convention that you're going to? Rob Zombie doesn't know or care about writing characters. I completely agree. Yeah, he doesn't. I feel like that's completely correct. He doesn't really write characters that you are invested in or really care about. Yeah, no, that is the case in a lot of horror movies for sure, which is unfortunate because I feel like at times that can work, but not when it's a continual thing that you're kind of known for. What's the Halloween box set that you had there on your shelf? Are you talking about the Snow Globe, the VHS set? This is an old VHS one. It's the 20th anniversary Snow Globe set, and right there you can see the blood coming down the Snow Globe. This surprisingly goes for a ton of money still. Like, sometimes you'll see people asking for ridiculous prices on things, but this is actually one where it still sells. I remember last time I looked it up a few months ago, somebody had bought one for like $300 because you just can't find them anymore. And a lot of people, I don't think, kept them or didn't keep the case, so that's a big thing too. So I actually love that one. I have a couple of those different. There's a Fargo Snow Globe VHS set. There's two of those actually. There's a Being John Malkovich set, which I have right here. It's the Nesting Dolls. I love this movie, and it's a little nesting doll in there right there. Yeah, this was another hard to find one, and I got this off of Amazon years ago, but it came super beat up. But you just can't find it anymore, so what can you do? But I'm going to give you guys a complete collection overview real quick, and I will check the comments after that. Over here we have like my bust sets. I still want to get a few more sets, like the new Predator one, the Sunny I Robot one, and then I don't want to get the Electra one really, but I do want to get the Caesar. Was it the War of the Planet of the Apes one? Is that what? Or no, maybe it's the one before that one, but either one, the recent one of that. I do have the old school DVD one down there, which was amazing. Which I need to put that up on the top. I need to secure the rest of these into the wall with wall mounts, but there's a Criterion collection. I know there's still the big sale going on for Criterion collection. And it's Eureka, Twilight Time. Those are all Twilight Time ones right there. Disney Blu-rays, and then underneath there, all obstructed from view, are Blu-ray TV shows and seasons, and just random stuff all on the floor. Steelbooks, all right there. Here's an awesome one. I got this from Spider Geek, who it looks like he's sold his collection again. I don't know. I think he might have closed his videos down too, but he's an entertaining dude. I think everybody will welcome back if he decides to come back again. But hopefully he'll stay for a little bit longer, because I think this last time when he came back it was just like a quick couple videos. But Digibooks. But thank you for that, Spider Geek. I appreciate that. And a Romero signature on there. Beautiful Arrow video release steelbook for Day of the Dead. Digibooks, Arrow Video, and I have a ton of Arrow Video in the other room. Here's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm selling right there. Here's a big box of comics, which I will show. I think I'm going to do a whole separate video on these comics. These were all from when I was a kid. So I have a couple decent ones in there, I think, or I used to. But I think actually a lot of them were, I don't know, they were lost in the move, or either my parents threw them out. This is, you know, I haven't even touched this box of comics in like over a decade, so. But all horror Blu-rays right here. Just a random stack of stuff right there. I recently watched this, Zoology, from Arrow Video. It's a Russian film, kind of dealing with you know, identity and, you know, stuff like that. But it was weird. It's about a lady who has a tail. JD's Revenge, right there's well another Arrow Video release. There's the Wonder Years Locker 10, my all-time favorite TV show. And here's a bunch of just special editions down here in the bottom. And some Funko Pops and stuff like that. Some more horror Blu-rays. There's the Strain Season 1 set. I thought the Master set right there, I wish that would have been bigger. When I first purchased it, I thought it was going to be like the regular sizes of those bust sets, but it's much smaller. And I do have the Singing in the Rain box set in there too. And there's my Thing poster, which I really want to get John Carpenter's signature on this. I know he's still doing a lot of signings, but... and here's my dog, Wrigley. Here's a good boy. Yes. And then over here is more, you know, different special editions. There's the old Planet Earth Globe set. Talladega Nights, Ricky Bobby. The Night Owl Watchmen set, one of my favorite editions of my collection. Love the comic books growing up. They were comic books, not graphic novels. They were later graphic novels. The Tommy Boy Holy Shnikes bobblehead one. There's a bunch of 4K titles. That's not all my 4K. I have a huge stack in the other room. More Blu-rays, Blu-rays, Blu-rays. I got these Harry Potter ones in there, years 1 through 4, the 4K titles. Animal Factory from Arrow Video, which I absolutely love this movie. Great cast in there, directed by Steve Buscemi. And then here's more Blu-rays. And more Blu-rays. And there's the Heather's Locker 10, which is ridiculously out of print, goes for absurd money. The G.I. Joe set from Shout Factory, the cartoon. And there's some DVDs. I've got like a huge box of DVDs still to go through. There's horror DVDs over here, and just more random stuff. So I've gotten rid of probably like 3,500 Blu-rays and 7,000 DVDs in the past couple of years, but I still have a lot more to go through and cut down in the collection. But I'm going to scroll through some stuff. You can see I'll show you my favorite slipcover in my collection. The Drive, was it a Future Shop exclusive? Right there. Love that edition, like the jacket right there, super cool, and I love that movie now. But here's some just random things right here. Scrolling with the homies. But yeah, here's my all-time favorite Johnny Depp movie. It's a Jim Jarmusch film, Dead Man. Love the heck out of this one. Just haunting and surreal. It's a black and white film. The Neil Young theme song for it, so good. There's a Criterion Collection one. Michael Haneke, who did both Funny Games movies. But yeah, just random stuff. I finally watched War for the Planet of the Apes, which I love the snowy setting to, and I really did enjoy this one. I like how a lot of the characters, they're homages to some of the original ones as far as the names and different things like that. So there you go. There's my dog. That's my dog. But let's see what comments I have missed during this time right here. Okay, yes. I blind bought Cars 3 and the new Pirates because of the Steelbook. I have both of those, not the Steelbooks, the regular 4K edition, but I haven't seen either one yet. I still need to pop them in. Yeah, let me know which one I should watch first out of those one, Cars 3 or the new Pirates movie. Have you seen the Wachowski siblings' first film, Bound? Oh, was that the old school one with Jennifer Tilly and Gina Gershon, I think it was? If so, I did see that forever ago. Third best Carpenter film behind The Thing and Halloween. Thing is king. Yeah, for me, absolutely, John Carpenter's Thing would be my favorite by far out of all of his films. But I love his movies in general. I mean, he's done so many great ones. I like Prince of Darkness. I'm trying to find... almost stumbled over my big box of comics right there. I got to get that out of the way. I mean, there's so many great films that he's done. I like They Live a lot. I would put that probably... I don't know. I might put that third on my list. That's a really a tough call on as far as that. I might put They Live up there. I'd Escape from New York. That's so tough. That is a very tough question. For me, I think I would go They Live, just because I watched that one so many times growing up as a kid. Quick thoughts on Demonic. Is this the Demonic movie you're talking about? Right there? I thought it was average. I don't think I would recommend the movie overall. I liked parts of what they were trying to do for it, but it was just a little bit too convoluted. I just discovered Twilight Time, bought The Train, very good movie, and you convinced me to pay more attention to Warner Archive. Thank you. I hope they have a lot of great releases, so it's definitely worth checking out. Favorite boutique labels, as far as, are you talking about like Plain Archive and things like that? I don't buy a ton of those ones because it's not a lot of the movies that they release are ones that I'm really into. It's ones that already have tons of different editions. But I do want to get the Apocalypto. I don't know if it's Film Arena, Plain Art. I'm not sure who put that one out. Nova Media, maybe. But a ton of those boutique ones, just I'm not too into those. Oh, that's awesome. That is super cool. New Jack Swing 21. I'm jealous. I would love to get my master set right there signed as well. That is friggin' amazing. When is that, by the way? That is very cool. I'm just scrolling through. Did you answer whether you saw Prince of Darkness or not? Yes, I did. I love that one. I need to get that for my my collection. I got rid of the DVD to get the Blu-ray. I never ended up getting the Blu-ray, but I want to get the slipcover for it. I do love the heck out of that movie. That's another great film, Carpenter film. What did you do Terminator Bender on purpose? I did. I put them right there, like all the robots right there next to each other. Good eye, Nicholas R. One of your favorite Steelbooks? I think right now it might be The Day of the Dead, signed by Romero, because it is signed by Romero. But I love the look to that as well. And Arrow Video always does a great job with their releases. But I do like Zombie Flesh Eaters, Fulci right there. It's an orange Steelbook, which stands out. Phenomena is one of my all-time favorite movies, and it's my favorite Argento movie, so I'd put that on the list. Trying to see what other... I like this... It was a Play.com exclusive for The Thing, because it's really unique. I know a lot of people hated that look for it, but I think it's cool. I dig it. I'm bummed that my Godzilla Roaring Metal Pack doesn't roar anymore. I want to figure out how to fix that. But those are just a few. I do like the It Follows Steelbook. I think that's a really cool, like, minimalistic design, but it works. I enjoy the film. The Return of the Living Dead. This is an amazing release. It actually does play on Region A. As soon as you put it in, I think it's Second Sight Films, you just press menu and you're able to play it. And that has the More Brains documentary, which over here in the U.S. was a whole separate release. But there's a ton of amazing releases. Here's the recent Flatliners Steelbook, which actually I think is like $10 now on Amazon. I would definitely recommend picking up. It's the original Flatliners, which is awesome to me. It's from Mill Creek. It's good to see Mill Creek putting out Steelbooks now. Let's see, scrolling through. Flicks and movies, what's going on? Alex Leba, up in the house. You going to Best Buy on Black Friday? Heck no. I'm not about that that Black Friday life getting trampled on for movies. I'll stay at home and get the movies. I went out years ago for that. It's just not my scene anymore. People just act crazy, don't know how to act. People actually die in the Black Friday mass hysteria. I mean, you can get most of the same deals, especially for movies, just sitting at home. So that's what I'll do. The only thing that I missed down last year that I wanted to get was the Deadpool like Christmas slipcover edition. That's the only thing that I couldn't get online that they had in the stores. Movie Matt, just wanted to say thanks for doing these live vlog tour videos. They're fun to watch and it's cool to see you dedicate some time. Very few do. Thank you. I appreciate that, Movie Matt. Cheers to you. I know you've been a long-time supporter for a while. I appreciate that big time. So cheers to everybody who's been on here watching. I got a comment recently saying, from somebody that they've been watching me for years and years on here. So I think that's just super awesome that, people enjoy watching me, talk about movies. It's an awesome outlet. That's why I make these videos. I don't disillusion myself in any way thinking that I'm going to become super popular or make tons of money on here. I do it because it's fun. And I've had some great opportunities because of it. I've gotten review copies. I've gotten the chance to interview actors and directors. So, and I've talked to tons of cool people and made friends and found all kinds of new movies out there that I wasn't initially aware of. Super parched. That's one thing, though. I love doing these live stream videos, but 5 minutes, what seems like 5 minutes is like turns into 40 minutes, like that. Message retracted, New Jack Swing 21. I didn't see what that was, but Jeff Overing, I got the Blu-ray of Prince of Darkness recently. I love it too. Awesome. The expo is on Sunday. I'll send a pic. That's awesome, man. I am super jelly of that. I hope that's really cool. I hope one day I get a chance to meet him too. I'd love to get my master bust set signed up as well. Where will you order from on Black Friday? Amazon, Best Buy. Those are probably the two main places. If anywhere else has big sales, I'll check them out too. But yeah, those are the two main ones. Since you like snow movies, did you watch Wind River and Devil's Pass? I've watched Devil's Pass and I absolutely love the heck out of it. It does have region-free Blu-rays in other countries, so I do plan to import it. But I wish it had the U.S. version because those ones that I have to import, it's like a different foreign language on the front cover. But I love the heck out of Devil's Pass. I think it's very underrated. Wind River, I've heard so many people rave about it. I do plan to watch it. I haven't watched it yet. But that's when I'm almost tempted to like on demand it tonight. Let's see. I got my movie yesterday. Thank you, Blu-Ray Bobby. Glad to hear it. Cheers to you, Blu-Ray Bobby. If you like Jarmusch, I do. I love Jim Jarmusch. I haven't seen Patterson yet, but I do want to. Again, Dead Man is one of my favorite. I'd love to see Criterion put up more Jim Jarmusch movies. They have a few on his from his repertoire already, but yeah, I'd like to see even Ghost Dog. I feel like could go in there. But I would actually like to see them release Dead Man. I feel like that's right up Criterion Collection's alley. Blu-ray Addict. That's cool. I mean, John Carpenter's Thing would be my favorite by far from him. I worked for Public Storage, and a guy cleaning his unit gave me a one-sheet. Holy moly! What? That's insane, Nicholas R. I would be. I don't know what my reaction would be if someone threw out a signed Jim Jarmusch one-sheet Dead poster, which is one of my all-time favorite movies from a favorite director. It's not my all-time favorite director, but he's in a short list. I would lose my stuff, I think. I'm usually pretty calm, cool, collected. But I don't know. I don't know. I'd maybe try to find it, and maybe if it's all crumpled, try to flatten it out, make something work with it. You're gonna pick up the Atomic Blonde 4K Steelbook. Nope. I got the 4K regular edition. That's good for me for right now. I kind of don't like when Steelbook says I don't think it has the title on the front, and I just don't really like that look when it doesn't. So, just kind of OCD-ness with me. How do people respond when they see how many Blu-rays and DVDs you have? I think some people think it's like a crazy response. Like, nah, I mean, I don't think it's that. I don't think I've ever gotten any super crazy responses for it. Oh, you got a lot of movies. It's pretty much just the gist of it. If I have a lady friend come back, they're generally not caring too much about the movie collection. And, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been pretty positive. I mean, who wouldn't want to have the opportunity to watch a bunch of movies, right? Is your Inglourious box set DVD or Blu-ray release? It's Blu-ray, and no, I'm not going to sell it. I initially thought about selling it, and then I realized how awesome it was and that it was Blu-ray, and I was like, nope, I'm going to keep it. How often do you dust because your collection always looks mint? I, never dust, in fact. So, thankfully, it's okay. Yeah, Alex Leba. What is up, homie? How have you been, man? Scrolling through again. Wrigley. I can hear my dog licking the bed, and it's so gross. I don't know why he does it, but I friggin' hate it. Stop being grody. Look at that. You're caught. You're caught, sir. Please stop doing that. So grody. Drive slipcover. Yeah, absolutely. That's my favorite slipcover out there. If you've seen them, what is your opinion on the Tomb of the Blind Dead series? I've never seen any of them in their entirety, but I've seen people post clips of them on Facebook and YouTube. So I know, I think is it getting a new release, or one of them's getting a Blu-ray release. But I do need to check them all out. And I think there was like the cool coffin edition, right? Is that the one? Wind River's a nice movie. I strongly suggest it to you. Did you see Let the Right One In? Yes, I love the original Let the Right One In. I think it's a transcendent horror movie, transcends genres. I think Let Me In, the remake, was a good film, but unnecessary. Man, that is a bummer, Nicholas R. Wind River is tied with Baby Driver? Oh, okay. I actually haven't seen Baby Driver either, but I will check that one out too. I'll check all of those ones out. Yeah, I mean, I was actually going to ask you guys what other movies I should check out for this year, besides like the super mainstream ones that I've already heard of. I'm looking for some ones that are maybe underrated, if you will. Just saw Leatherface. Makes me wonder who is asking for an origin story. Well, there's already been an origin story, kind of, right? There's been The Beginning was kind of a little bit. Would have loved to see another Texas Chainsaw film with Leatherface grown up. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I like the directors of those films. They did Livid, they did Inside, so I like the trailer that I saw. So I've heard nothing but terrible things about the new Leatherface movie. I am going to check it out, though. Favorite Tarantino movie? It's got to be Pulp Fiction for me. Excuse me. Jackie Brown would probably be maybe number 2, but I really loved Hateful Eight. Have you seen The Burbs? Yes, I've seen The Burbs. I love The Burbs. In fact, I picked up the Blu-ray here, which was a Best Buy exclusive. I don't know if it's non-exclusive now or not, but I never knew there was like an alternate ending. I actually dug the alternate ending. I think they could have combined it in some way. I know it's kind of old, but have you seen Lion? I have not seen Lion, actually. That's one of the ones from last year that I wanted to check out. Scrolling through. I think somebody asked about favorite non-Kurosawa samurai films. Kurosawa did a ton of films. Is it High and Low? I mean, did he do High and Low? I'm pretty sure he did. He's done so many films that it's kind of hard to keep track of. But it's funny because I've seen most of the samurai kind of stuff that he's done. Hidden Fortress is probably my favorite from him. So I'd have to think about that one and get back to you on it. That's a good question, in fact. That could be another video topic. Best or favorite Kurosawa films outside of like the samurai genre. So yeah, that's a good question. I'll have to get back to you on that for sure. But here's some Criterions as well. La Haine is one of my favorite modern black and white movies. Great French film with Vincent Cassel in it. Robin's Crusoe on Mars is one of my all-time favorite movies. Chungking Express. Love the heck out of that one. There's Boyhood right there. Absolutely love Traffic. Fisher King is probably my favorite Terry Gilliam movie, and probably my favorite Robin Williams movie as well. Crumb is a really good documentary. Blowout, really enjoyed Blowout. Right there, I was able to get it signed up by Nancy Allen. So that was pretty cool, pretty sweet. Right there. It's kind of hard to do this one-handed with the phone. Porter Shadows is another one that I really enjoyed, and I wish had a Blu-ray release from Scream Factory. Secret Honor. The performance in here from was it Richard Baker Hall? Yeah, Philip Baker Hall. That's who it was, and it was Robert Altman. But his performance is just amazing. He gets so just enraged in one scene. He like spits, and you see like a little bit of the spittle. It's just But I love the heck out of that film, that performance as well. Carnival of Souls, I know has a just got a Blu-ray release, so I need to pick that up. There's the old DVD Hidden Fortress release. Dig the heck out of that artwork. There's a bunch of ones I still need to upgrade. I really need to get Hoop Dreams. That's like the #1 on my wish list. I got rid of the DVD because I planned to pick up the Blu-ray and just haven't got around to doing it yet. But Eraserhead, Scanners, Freshman. Some really, I mean, I remember first getting into them years ago. They used to call them Film School in a Box. And I think that still holds true. They've introduced me to so many great films that I probably wouldn't have checked out initially. And because it was Criterion, I gave it a chance, and I have not been let down yet. So, Souped. There's Eyes Without a Face, very surreal. I actually think the documentary on here about like a meat and stuff, the meat house and slaughterhouses, was actually scarier and freakier. But it's a good film overall, very surreal, like I said. Some creepy elements going on there to it. Clean Cut, Clean Shaven, sorry. I really enjoy the heck out of that one too. But yeah, there's a bunch of ones that I would like to see them. Man Bites Dog. Love the heck out of this film. Really good. I would definitely recommend checking this one out for anybody. It's definitely, I would say it's got some dark humor elements. It's got some POV shooting going on. So that was definitely one that I would recommend for sure. I don't think it has a Blu-ray release, but I would definitely love to see it get a Blu-ray release. Slacker. Love the heck out of it. But there you go. Man, 50 minutes already. It does not feel like 50 minutes to me. I don't play any video games, actually. So yeah, I haven't played video games in years. I used to, mostly like sports video games, but Talk Movies Are Us? I didn't see them. Oh, there we go. Talk Movies with Us. What's going on? Ashley and George, how are you? Thank you. Yeah, I love doing these live videos. Again, like I said, it's easily accessible. You get the instant interaction. I dig the heck out of it. It's like live Q&A session as well. I show the collection off. I get a lot of questions. It's a fun time. I dig the heck out of it for sure. Have you seen The Eyes of My Mother? Yes, I did. Very another haunting, surreal, black and white movie. Very creepy. That's one that I have to be in the mood to watch again, though. I love the lead actress's performance in there. Very haunting. Talk about alternate endings. Have you seen The Little Shop? Yes. Yes, I did. I have the digibook right. Yeah. Right. You should watch a Spanish movie. It's called. That's so funny that you say that. PDRX. I had a friend of mine. She recommended that same movie to me. I think it's on Netflix, right? I wish I could screenshot that. I gotta remember that now. The Cave. I need to see if I can remember that. The Cave. Focus in on that. How would you rank the Alien films, including AVP? Are we including Prometheus and Covenant in those? If for me, it would be Aliens, Alien. I like Alien Resurrection. I know people hate on that one, but I love that one. Then I would put probably Prometheus, if we're going to throw Prometheus in there. And then I would put the first AVP, and then Alien 3, and then Alien Covenant, and then AVP to Requiem. Requiem for me was hot garbage. I didn't really... Covenant was kind of disappointing for me. I love Prometheus, though. It felt like Prometheus, all these people complained about no xenomorphs jumping around. There should have been more of that. I loved it, though. It was like in a world unto itself, but still tied in. And then left a lot of questions. But for Covenant, it felt like they were just kind of, I don't know, playing up to the masses of all the people who complained. And it felt like a lot of that stuff was forced to me. And people complained about Prometheus, the characters doing stupid things. The ones in Alien Covenant did way stupider things. Did you know the Criterion Collection actually released The Rock? Yes, I did know that. In fact, I think I have it somewhere. It was one of my earlier, like, Chasing Amy, The Rock, and there was another one, Armageddon. Like, all those ones felt like kind of out of place for the Criterion Collection. But I bought those like 2001-ish, 2002, around that time frame, and I didn't even know what Criterion Collection was at that point. She'll be back coming up soon. She'll probably be in a video this weekend. Just scrolling through the comments. Any Scream Factory releases you really dig? Yeah, the Thing. I absolutely love that release. I want to get the Pumpkinhead. I want to get Prince of Darkness. There's a bunch of releases from that I want to get. I need to get the Poughkeepsie tapes. Although I heard the Poughkeepsie tapes, it's actually been changed. It's been edited a little bit and switched around. Certain scenes not in it. Certain scenes added to it. Certain scenes changed in their timeline too. But I like their trying to see right there. I like the Life Force release. There's the outer print one with the slipcover. They have a lot of great releases for sure. I like Deadly Blessing from them. That was one that I think was kind of underrated. I know it's funny. I did the giveaway copy for Hatchet, and I'm actually going to redo that giveaway because the person who won said they didn't want it. So I'm going to redo that giveaway. But it's funny though because the whole thing for that giveaway was naming underrated. Was it slasher or horror movie? I don't know, but a lot of people said Sleepaway Camp, which blew my mind. Of like, how the heck is one of the most popular, famous, in my opinion, like not in my opinion, it is. I don't know how. Like somebody said Maniac. Like I was like, these are some of the most popular slashers out there. So it was kind of shocking to me. But yeah, the release from the Scream Factory release for Sleepaway Camp was really good too. All three of them. Somebody says, can you recommend me movies? First movie that comes to your mind right now. I would have to say Man Bites Dog. That popped into my head because I was just talking about it. And then La Haine as well. La Haine's another one that they're French film, black and white. Vincent Cassel. One of my favorite modern black and white movies. Again, Dead Man was another one, a black and white one. Watching from Bolivia. That's awesome, man. What's going on? I love to see people from other countries tune in like that. I think that's just amazing that, you know, as much as I complain about YouTube, it's a great outlet to talk to people about movies all across the world. I think that's amazing. Max Jackson, what's going on? Just watched Bedeviled on my recommendation. Awesome. What'd you think of Bedeviled? I hope you enjoyed it. It's, for me, a very underrated, one of the more underrated horror movies out there, and just a great revenge horror thriller movie. Wayne credits Earp influence in his walk, talk, and persona. I can see that. I watched The Last Shift, as you recommended last stream. Decent Netflix horror with a hot main actress. Absolutely. For me, it had some great tension and suspense and atmosphere and just a super creepy movie. One of the creepier movies I've seen recently, along with The Void. Watched 48 Meters Down last night. Fantastic movie. Thank you for the recommendation. I appreciate it. Yeah, for me, along with The Shallows, I thought it was one of the better ones, recent Shark Attack movies for sure. You're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate for tuning in, talking. The Dog Soldier release. I didn't pick that up, but I love the film. I heard there was a transfer issue with that. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't checked it out yet myself. But that's just what I heard for the Blu-ray release for Dog Soldiers. Let me know what you think of it if you've seen the transfer for it. What deals are you looking forward to on Black Friday? Good deals? I mean, I don't know what ones are expected out yet. I haven't seen any of the flyers or anything. Yeah, Election. That was a surprising release for Criterion Collection, Election. But I do enjoy the movie, so I do plan on picking that one up. Awesome, man. Well, you guys, I am going to pop in The Green Slime, which is from Kinji Fukasaku, who did a lot of the Sonny Chiba movies that have been released on Arrow Video. He did Doberman Cop. He also did some other ones, Battles of Humanity, but he also did Battle Royale, and his last film was Battle Royale 2. But I'm going to pop this in. Old sci-fi movie. He's been around for decades. And then, if I have time and I'm not too tired, I'm going to pop in Valerian. Let me know what you think of either one of those if you've seen them. But let me know what movies you're going to watch tonight and give me some more movie recommendations once this video stops going live and gets posted onto YouTube. Otherwise, all these comments disappear. But I'm going to end this live stream for tonight because it's coming up in an hour. And it's crazy how quickly these streams can just zoom by. Hope you guys have a great night. Thank you for tuning in again, and thank you for all the support. You guys rock. And yes, I have seen Old Boy. I have never seen the remake, but the original Vintage trilogy, incredible, especially Old Boy. But take care.